Good morning, students. It's me, Miss Sonia, and today we are back with another lesson. As you all know, that we have completed the introduction to agriculture along with livestock farming in the previous lecture. So today we are going to take a start with crops in Pakistan. I am going to discuss this topic in detail because there were multiple questions along with MCQs which came in the past paper. So stay with me, hurry up, grab your notebook along with pencil and pen and start noting the important pointers. And yes, you're already familiar with the other guidelines. So let's get started. But before moving forward, just do a quick recap about what we have studied before. And if you want to know much more about agriculture, so there are video lectures which are uploaded on my YouTube channel. You can go over there and you can see the lectures over there. Now, what is agriculture? The practice of farming, including cultivation of the soil for the growing of crops and the rearing of animals to provide food, wool, and other products. Well, agriculture basically means that whatever crops you're growing, and if you're looking after the animals, so that is basically the purpose to fulfill your basic family needs, and yes, to sell those products such as food, wool, and other products into the international markets. And once if you're just selling those products into the international markets, then definitely you're gaining profit from them. So agriculture basically means cultivation of land on which you're growing crops for your utilization and for the others. Agriculture is the cultivation of animals, plants, and fungi for food, fiber, biofuels, medical and other products used to sustain and enhance human life. It means that we are not only going to produce one product, but yes, we are looking after animals, we are producing plants, we are looking after the other food products as well, just to satisfy the basic needs. Now, coming upon to the crops, cultivated plants or agricultural produce such as grains, vegetables, or fruits considered as a group. The famous crops of Pakistan is wheat, rice, cotton, sugarcane, and maize. Most of the country is importing rice and maize from Pakistan. So when we talk about crops, it means that we are cultivating the crops from plants. And yes, crops are basically divided into categories. One is known as vegetables, and the other one is known as fruits. So there are multiple fruits which are grown in Pakistan along with the fruits as well and vegetables too. Now, the famous crops of Pakistan are wheat, rice, cotton, sugarcane, and maize. And yes, maize and rice are also imported from different countries to Pakistan. Now, the main agricultural products which you have already studied previously, but let me add some more. There are vegetables in addition to milk, beef, mutton, and eggs. There are two principal seasons. Now, we have already discussed about agriculture, we have discussed about crops. Now, coming upon to the two seasons which are in Pakistan. Season number one, that is Kharif, and the other one is known as Rabi. Pakistan is one of the world's largest producer of raw cotton. Tobacco is grown mainly in the NWFP and Punjab and is an important cash crop. Cash crop, you're already familiar with this term. If you're not familiar, kindly go to my channel and watch the video related to that. Well, cash crop farming basically means that you are growing crops and you are selling it in the markets just to generate revenue from them, just to generate your profit, right? Now, starting with the Kharif crop, it is sown with the onset of the monsoon in different parts of the country and harvested September and October. It means that it is grown in monsoon season and then it is harvested in September and October. Monsoon basically means the rainfall season. Important crops are pere, maize, jawar, bajra, tur, moong, urad, cotton, jute, groundnut, and soya beans. So these are basically the main crops. You can see there are pictures which are given and below as well. Some of the most important rice growing regions are West Bengal, coastal regions of Orissa, and you can see these all are the major regions. But yes, when we talk about Pakistan, so in Pakistan it is grown in Punjab, it is grown in the other parts of Punjab as well. So recently, paddy has also become an important crop of Punjab and in states like Assam, And yes, in all of these states, there are other crops as well. But when in particular we talk about Pakistan, then accordingly we are having soya beans, we are having corns, we are having, sugar cane, and we are having the other crops. Now, coming towards the Rabi crops, it is sown in winter from October to December, and it is harvested in summer from April to June. So it is grown in winter, you can see over here, and then it is harvested in April and June. Important crops are wheat, barley, peas, gram, and mustard. But it is also produced in Pakistan, states such as Punjab and the other states, Jammu and Kashmir. So it is basically harvested over there. It is grown and it is harvested over there. These crops are known as Rabi crops. Mainly wheat is the Rabi crop of Pakistan as well. Wheat, mustard, and peas, which are grown in Pakistan too. Availability of precipitation during winter months due to the western temperature. Cyclones help in the success of these crops. The success of Green Revolution in Punjab and the other parts has also been an important factor in the growth of Rabi crops. They needed special care. You have to look after them. If you are not looking after them, then definitely it can also create a problem for all of you, right? So you have to deal with the Rabi crops clearly and carefully. Now, a cultivated plant that is grown on a large scale commercially, especially a cereal fruit or vegetable. The most important crops of Pakistan are wheat, sugarcane, cotton, and rice. This is cotton, these are rice, this is wheat, and this is sugarcane. So they have to be cultivated with care because they are produced in large scale commercially, and yes, they're sent to other international countries to generate profit. Now, the assignment for today is question number one, write a brief note on Kharif crop, and question number two, write a brief note on Rabi crop, in which have you also have to highlight the where exactly they're growing, where exactly they're grown, what are the advantages and disadvantages, and each and everything related to that. And then you have to post your answers under my instructions on KP. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to us. I hope this presentation turned out to be something important and informative for all of you. And I hope that all of those misconceptions are cleared pretty much by all of you. Still, if you people are having any sort of questions, so you can ask me on KP under my instructions. And you can even ask me on my channel, on my YouTube channel. I will respond you on both of the domains where we are connected. Once again, thank you so much, everyone. Inshallah, we'll return back with another presentation for all of you. Till then, take care, barakallah, and Allah Hafiz.